Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a movie review. Today, we're blasting off into deep space to talk about one of the most ambitious and emotional science fiction films of our time, Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan. Interstellar isn't just another space movie. It's a cinematic journey through love, time, science, and the survival of the human race. Released in 2014, it stars Matthew McConaughey and Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, and Michael Caine, with a haunting and powerful score by Hans Zimmer that lingers long after the credits roll. The story is set in a near-future Earth that's slowly becoming uninhabitable. Crops are dying, dust storms are constant, and humanity is on the verge of extinction. Our main character, Cooper, played by McConaughey, is a former NASA pilot-turned-farmer, trying to raise his two children while the world around him deteriorates. Cooper is recruited by a secret NASA project led by Professor Brand. Their mission is simple but massive: to travel through a recently discovered wormhole and search for a new planet that could sustain human life. But the mission isn't just about space travel. It's a race against time. Due to the effects of relativity, every hour spent near some of these planets means years passing back on Earth. That makes Cooper's personal mission just as urgent as his scientific one: to return to his children before it's too late. The relationship between Cooper and his daughter Murph forms the emotional heart of the film. Played by Mackenzie Foy as a child and Jessica Chastain as an adult, Murph represents the connection between science and emotion, between logic and love. This bond gives the story a weight that goes beyond interstellar travel. It becomes a deeply human story about connection, sacrifice, and the belief that love can transcend space and time. Visually, Interstellar is a masterpiece. Christopher Nolan is known for his commitment to realism, and here he takes it to the next level. The film's depiction of space, planets, and especially the black hole named Gargantua is based on real scientific data. In fact, the visual effects were so accurate that they contributed to academic research papers in astrophysics. There are several unforgettable visual moments: the massive waves on the water planet, the icy clouds on the frozen world, the moment the crew passes through the wormhole, and, of course, the incredible Tesseract scene near the end of the movie. Each of these moments is not just visually stunning but emotionally and narratively meaningful. Nolan chose to use as many practical effects as possible, minimizing CGI. This gives the film a grounded, authentic feel despite its far-out setting. You can almost feel the weight of the spacecraft, the silence of space, and the cold emptiness of distant planets. One of the most talked-about elements of Interstellar is Hans Zimmer's score. It's bold, emotional, and at times overwhelming in the best way. Zimmer used a church organ as the centerpiece of the soundtrack, creating a sound that feels both spiritual and infinite, a perfect match for a story about humanity's place in the universe. Interestingly, Zimmer composed the music before reading the full script. Nolan gave him only a one-page story about a father and child. That emotional core became the heart of the soundtrack, and it shows. The music doesn't just accompany the scenes, it elevates them. Now, let's talk about the science. Interstellar dives deep into real theories of astrophysics, particularly those involving black holes, wormholes, gravity, and time dilation. Nolan worked closely with theoretical physicist Kip Thorne to keep the science as accurate as possible, while still telling an engaging story. Yes, some creative liberties are taken. But many of the film's concepts, like time moving differently near a massive object or the way gravity affects time, are based on real science. For viewers interested in the physics behind the fiction, this movie is a goldmine. One of the most fascinating and emotional parts of the film is how it treats time. On one planet, because of its proximity to a black hole, 1 hour equals 7 years on Earth. The crew's time there costs Cooper decades away from his children. It's a heartbreaking concept, and it's executed with such precision that you can feel the weight of every decision they make. The cast delivers incredible performances. Matthew McConaughey shines as Cooper, balancing intellect, emotion, and desperation in a truly compelling way. And Hathaway gives a strong, thoughtful performance as Dr. Brand. Jessica Chastain delivers one of the most emotionally charged moments of the film as the older Murph, trying to solve the gravity equation that might save humanity. And Michael Caine brings his usual gravitas and warmth to the role of Professor Brand. There's one scene that always stands out, when Cooper watches decades of video messages from his children, realizing just how much time has passed. That moment is raw, devastating, and brilliantly acted. It encapsulates the entire emotional journey of the film. Of course, Interstellar isn't without its critics. Some viewers found the dialogue a bit heavy on exposition. Others felt the ending, with its abstract visuals and fifth-dimensional storytelling, was too confusing or too optimistic. But whether you love or question those elements, you can't deny the ambition behind them. Interstellar asks big questions. What happens to humanity if Earth fails? Can science and love exist hand in hand? What are we willing to sacrifice for the people we love and for the future of our species? These aren't easy questions, but the film isn't afraid to explore them. As for the ending, without spoiling it, I'll just say that it's bold, emotional, and leaves room for interpretation. Some see it as a spiritual conclusion, others as a scientifically plausible outcome. Either way, it sticks with you long after the movie ends. To wrap it up, Interstellar is a rare kind of film. It's intellectually ambitious, emotionally grounded, visually stunning, and beautifully scored. It's the kind of movie that challenges you to think, to feel, and to wonder. And even if you don't fully understand every scientific detail, the emotional journey is universal. If you've never seen it, you owe it to yourself to watch it. And if you have seen it, it's one of those films that gets better with each rewatch. There's always another layer to uncover, another detail to appreciate. That's it for today's review. What did you think of Interstellar? Did it blow your mind or leave you scratching your head? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed the review. And let me know what movie I should break down next. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the best way forward is not through charts or calculations, but through love, hope, and a little bit of faith in the unknown.
See you next time.